Well, now let's move on to your second topic, which is a really interesting topic, handling constructive criticism. You're saying that some kids don't handle this very well during games.
Well, yeah, I think, again, and I would say most kids probably don't handle it well during games, and I think it's about approach, and again, communication up front. And it has to be all the way around. I mean, I come at this from a perspective of a coach and a parent, but I think if I strip that off and just look at the parent side of it, it's understanding how those situations are going to be handled and being okay as a parent to ask that question of the coach up front and what the philosophy will be so that you can prepare the child. If you get into a game situation after practice and somebody makes a mistake and all of a sudden the coach is firing, you've never heard them that loud, you never heard them that excited. I mean, that's a lot for a kid to take. It embarrasses in front of a bunch of people. One thing and a suggestion that I've used in the past is you pull kids out of a game after a mistake. Some people look at that as, okay, made a mistake. Every time they pull it, he's removed. Well, that's on the coach to explain ahead of time. The value of doing that is kids forget so quickly what happened right then. So I will pull them out, and it's already known that will happen. We'll use it as coaching opportunities where if I'm a head coach, I'm intense in the game, I will pull them out and say, okay, go talk with Coach so-and-so over here. They're going to explain to you what just happened and how you could better handle that situation and put them right back in the game. You don't want them to feel like they're going to come out, now I have to sit out and I lost that time. Make them understand they're coming out so they can learn and go back in and give them an opportunity to do it differently, and then you have to be all over the praise. But it is a touchy subject.
Well, now what's your view on this, Patrick?
Well, I found out that there's no such thing as constructive criticism for kids. Just criticism. Even when you're trying to be positive with them and you're trying to help them and correct. I mean, this is from my own sports parenting experience that they have a tendency to take it personally, even when you're trying to help them improve their game and you're being positive and you're not necessarily talking about mistakes or corrections. You're just talking about let's work on this. There's the tendency that kids want to take that personally, like they're doing something wrong all of a sudden. And I see at the root of the problem, James, is kids don't, and we've talked about this in other shows. Kids don't separate the athletic self from the person, and they get those two so wrapped up. So when you're giving constructive feedback to a child, it's like they start to take it personally. That's kind of what I've seen based upon my experience.